Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Here at Fields and Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my two uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride. It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields and Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Hey, and welcome everybody to X Sports Live, brought to you by CMB Lennon. AJ Good here with Clint Brazier. Dusty Kizer will be joining us shortly. Michael Marks calling some middle school basketball right now. Clint, long time no see, man. It's good to be back in the saddle doing the show once again.
I don't think Dusty's going to be here.
Okay. So
I think he said on that group message he's out tonight, boys. So it may just be me and you.
Yeah,
but I'll say this, it's a good night for him to miss, so I don't hear him talk all that BS after that ball game last week.
Yeah.
He won't get to rub it in. But yeah, me and Dusty did our own little third Saturday of October X Sports Live last week.
I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun.
But we didn't get to talk any local sports. We didn't talk any wrestling. We didn't talk any professional stuff. So we just talked college ball, and there's so much going on in the world of college football right now.
And there's a lot going on in just sports in general. And we'll get to that. But we'll start locally. Summertown volleyball right now playing in the consolation game. Of course, of all the years, I feel bad for the girls of all. Like, I don't understand. They changed it to a single elimination right before the season starts. Like, why not let this be the final year before you at least get everyone a heads up? But what do I know?
I know we've partnered with the TSSAA and have a pretty good relationship, being able to stream a lot of tournament games that normally we couldn't. And I don't want to, in case there is somebody watching TSSAA, but that's just stupid.
Yeah. I'm with you.
The only thing that needed to be changed, if you were going to change something, was you have to be beat twice.
Right.
That's the only thing that needed to be changed. And if you were undefeated and you lose that first championship game, well, you should have the right to have ran undefeated. That I've got to be beat twice. Right. Well, no, they don't change that. They make it where now you only have to be beat once.
I know, and it's a response to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's because no one can lose on the way to it. Like you have all day. You rent all those separate gyms. Just play it there.
Well, if you wanted to do something, if you lose the first round, you're out. Okay, maybe, but
like semifinals from there on out.
You've got Summertown up there, and I can't imagine. I think they're doing pretty well. They're neck and neck in this. Or they have to go back tomorrow to actually play the third.
This is it. This is it right now.
So, it had to take a lot for them girls to want to actually go up there knowing that they can't win a gold or a silver ball. Yeah. And let me tell you this, whoever wins that tomorrow, if Gordonsville wins it all, then Summertown has a legit gripe to say that's not fair because we should have a shot at the silver ball.
Right.
Now, if Eagleville happens to beat Gordonsville pretty good, you probably say, okay, they beat us, you beat them, whatever. But if Gordonsville wins it all you did was get lucky on a draw on the brackets because, I'm not Ricky Bobby here. Yeah. If we can't win the gold ball, I want to win the silver ball.
Right.
And that totally took you out of it.
Right.
This single elimination deal. Yeah. So I hate it for those kids, but what a hell of a run Summertown Volleyball went on this year.
Yeah, and update from Will Pettis. Coach Andrea Kelly leaving it all on the court. Got a red card in her final game ever. In her final game, of the season. My apologies, I read that wrong. Her final game of the season at Summertown. But hey, she's ending the year in style.
Yeah. Hey, leave it all out there. I mean, I'm sure. Listen, out of all the people that are unhappy of the situation they're in, playing for a third or fourth place game. Yeah. I guarantee you she's the most pissed off.
Yeah.
Because Andrea Kelly ain't there to win third or fourth concession seeds.
No, I mean, you know when she's upset.
Yeah.
We've seen it before at state tournaments. When they lose, I mean, she's out the door. You know, for poor any new sports writer tries to track her down. You got to.
Oh, that year that South Green beat us.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like a funeral.
Yeah.
It was like
and
a funeral.
It was in the parking lot, too.
Out of that 4-year stretch, there's 3 state championships and 1 runner-up. That was the runner-up, and I mean, it was like a funeral. And that's second place, that's silver ball.
That's great. A lot of teams would love to be there, but hey, you set the expectation high, and got a lot of youngins coming back. You feel for the Millie Emersons of the world. And some of the other seniors whose names are escaping me right now, but heck,
Annalie Kelly.
That's right. I knew I was forgetting one, and they're playing their final game right now. They're up 1-0, tied in the second set, and it's a tough way to go. I hate that I've always loved that because it was my first year here. Was the South Green, and I watched they get dominated in the first game. I think it was Loretta that beat them in the first game. And then they claw all the way back. And I remember I went to go get something to eat. I come back and they're down 2-0, win 3 in a row to advance to the next round. And then I think they went down 2-0, won 3 in a row, and then have this epic 5-set thriller with Summertown in the state championship game.
It was epic for them.
yeah, that's true.
It was like watching a slow train wreck for us. Yeah. I mean, we've already punched our ticket. We're ready. We're planning a parade.
Yeah. But was it the next year they beat Loretta in the state championship game?
Came out of the loser bracket to do that.
Yeah, and then I mean, volleyball in this county is something special, and a lot of youth. Loretta's got a lot of youth. Summertown's got a lot of youth. Lawrence County's pretty much all youth right now, and all these girls are going to be back. It's next year. I mean, every one of these teams is a candidate to get the Murfreesboro.
Yeah. I'm anxious to watch Lawrence County next year. They should, with what everybody else lost and all the playing time experience a lot of young kids got. Plus, I think they've got one of the best players in the state.
Yeah.
They should. I'm not saying the pressure's on them, but the pressure's on them.
Right. Absolutely.
It's time to take that next step next year.
Absolutely. Well, let's move to football, Clint, and. For the first time in 10 years, Lawrence County is in the playoffs, and they did it in grand style this past Friday at Franklin County. 52-7 was 45-0 halftime. We had a pump block for a touchdown. We had a fat guy touchdown. Max Taylor, shout out to you.
Big job, Max.
I joke about the Max Taylor bingo card, but something new happens. We've got interceptions. We've got touchdown runs. They forced 4 turnovers in the first half, 2 interceptions on the first plays of drives, 2 fumbles, one of them off a kickoff return, and Logan Clayton maybe threw the prettiest ball in the area in that game on a dime to Gage Smith in the seam right over the middle for a 40-yard touchdown.
It seemed like there for a minute, and I had Lawrence County on the monitor while we were at Richland. It seemed like they were scoring faster than I could look down and give a score update.
Yeah. We ran, well, we had so many breaks. Taylor and I think we ran every commercial twice.
Right.
during that first half.
That's right.
We kept going to break because they kept scoring.
Sponsors got paid up on that one.
They absolutely did. But man, they've come out of the bye week. They have that come from behind win at Dixon County, a really good win against a really good team. They go on the road, dominate, punch their ticket. And I've said it a lot, Clint, but I think that bye week came at a perfect time. Everyone got healthy, everyone reset, and they put together 2 really good wins. And the way the region works out, they win this game tomorrow night, and another thing happens. They might host a playoff game in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and you got to be feeling good about Lincoln County coming here. You've got to feel really good about that. You've got the momentum. I think Lincoln County's been, I just think they are what they are. I think they're just kind of holding on, to be honest. Looking at some of their scores and some of the standings, I think you've got to feel pretty positive about this Friday night.
Absolutely, and they're going to try to play power football. Lawrence County, the last couple of weeks, I mean, Dixon County got off to a great start against them on the ground, like the first couple drives. Then after that, it was like running into a brick wall, a.k.a. Tayton Russell.
Yeah,
because no one can block that guy right now, and everyone that gets to him is running into a brick wall. But they're Lincoln County 6-2 right now, 1-1. They had an overtime loss at Columbia. They beat Tullahoma, so I think it's a Columbia win against. Shoot, I got to look at the region standings.
Well, the way I had it figured,
Columbia's 3-0, so I think if
I think Columbia's
Columbia.
Yeah, but but if Lawrence County can take care of Lincoln County, it could, and Tullahoma beat Columbia. Yeah. You've got chaos.
You got. Well, I think the way the tiebreakers work is you're the best out of region record, which they're 5-0.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, yeah, that's some SEC level chaos right there, and that's a game, and we don't have to drive to Chattanooga.
Right.
I've made enough drives to Chattanooga around that area the last couple of weeks. Nothing wrong with it. It's a pretty area, but not when you're trying to find a soccer field in the middle of BFE. But other than that, but they stand a really good chance tomorrow.
But if you're Lawrence County, you can't worry about that. Yeah. You go out there and you do what you're supposed to. You can just go out there and play.
Settle in on the field.
1 week at a time.
Yeah, settle in on the field, and let whatever happens, happens. Speaking of playoff games, Summertown's pretty much got a de facto one coming up tomorrow night at home. Senior night taking on Decatur Riverside.
Win and you're in, lose you're out. This will determine. It's down to Summertown and Riverside. Whoever wins this game will be the 4 seed. Now, Summertown could win this one and go and beat Adamsville the next week and get a 3 seed. But you can't worry about that. I mean, look, I don't know if you saw the picture Will sent us of every kid that we've got in a cast and a boot on crutches. And it's kind of what I'd said. What will we look like at the end of the year? And right now, Jake broke his clavicle. Klinghardt is in a boot with a bad ankle. So that's 2 starters again. That's 2 more starters this week that's not going to be out there. So it's just, it's just sticking your finger in that leak in the dam and just praying it don't bust. And, you got some folks that I've heard say, well, great, if we get in the playoffs, we get to go to East Nashville. Yeah. And that's probably going to be ugly with the way we're limping in right now. But you still got to say, I took this team and we made it to the playoffs. And that's saying a lot.
I mean, especially considering what the offseason was. You lose players, you get some others, and then you go throughout the course of the year. You pick up some good wins, but it seems like you lose a player every week.
Every game.
And then you still find a way to get in. Getting in is 90% of the battle.
Well, and it's, you look at it and you think, they've got in the last couple of years, and it's honestly, to me, if you look at it, adding these West Tennessee teams, Riverside, who's a state champion powerhouse, Adamsville, some of these schools, and you think, my God, it's going to get harder again. So if you could get in this year, to me, it's even more impressive.
Right. Well, Loretto played Adamsville pretty tough. I mean, the score doesn't really show how well they played in that game. So you win this one, you go there. You could get a 3 seed. Who knows?
Yeah, well, listen, and like I said about Lawrence County, if you're Summertown, you can't worry about that day before Halloween and going down to Savannah.
Yeah.
You got to worry about winning your last home game because we're without. I think right now, I think we added it up. Starters from week 1, I think we're missing 6.
6.
So, big props to those young freshmen and sophomores, though. Yeah. There's a lot of kids going to be out there that probably wasn't expecting to.
Right, and if you pick up a win, you earned it. It's definitely earned it. Loretto will have to, speaking of long trips, they're practically going to Memphis. Bolivar Central. That game was actually supposed to be tonight. They moved it to Friday because I think all of our teams play on Thursday of next week. But it's a long trip for a team that gets better every week. Unfortunately, just doesn't have a lot of wins to show for.
Well, listen, is it Barry Daniels? Is that who?
Bryce Glass.
No, I know it is now, but that's the coach.
Daniels? Previous coach, yeah.
Okay.
Daniels, yeah.
Listen, if I was Bryce, the first thing I would have did when I took that job was I'd have went to Coach Daniels and said, well, thanks for this schedule. You go to Adamsville last week, you got to go to Bolivar this week. Like, thanks, Coach. I see why you left now. He just didn't want them 2 bus rides. But, if you got those 2 coming to you next year, that's different.
It's great. You got to go there.
But you got a team that's beat up, that's did a lot of growing pains this year, and if you're Bryce, you're going to have to be, if nothing else, you just need to be a good motivator this week and say, let's just keep going and figure out who we are and get better for next year.
Yeah. That's all you can
do.
And they are getting better. Defensively, they continue to improve, and they're just trying to find some answers on offense.
Well, like you said, that Adamsville game, that was a hell of a lot closer than the score indicated.
I mean, if you watch it, you look at it closely, Adamsville hit some big plays, but outside of that, they were even with them in the second half. Adamsville didn't exactly pull their starters in that game. They made some good adjustments down the stretch. Unfortunately, the game just got a little bit away for them before that could happen. So, but hey, a lot to look forward to.
Before we go to our commercial and come back and talk college ball, big shout out again, Summertown's golf teams.
Yeah.
You didn't win the big one, but Ella Busby had a hell of a career for Summertown, and both men's and women's team both making it to Sevierville to another state. I mean, it's just a casual thing. If you don't win it, you just get there and say, oh, they didn't win it. They don't say, wow, that's amazing they got there. They say, oh, they didn't win it this year. So congratulations to Coach John Campbell and Stacy Campbell and that bunch.
I think they got a permanent cabin up there around the Sevierville.
Like the Nicholas Suite at Augusta, they got the Campbell Suite.
There at the Wilderness at the Smokies. I was just
there. You get a free water park band.
I was just there this past weekend. I actually worked there a couple times when our resort was a sister brother resort with that one, so they had to fill in a couple times over there. But just like Clint mentioned, we got some college sports to talk about. We've got Tennessee, Alabama.
Thank God Dusty's not here.
Tennessee's baseball coach is going to the pros.
It's a rough week for us Tennessee fans, okay?
And I kind of wish Dusty was here because conspiracy theory Dusty would have a ball with what's going on with the NBA. But Clint and I will kind of delve into that when we return.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to X Sports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen. AJ Good here with Clint Brazier. And Clint, it has been a crazy, crazy week for Tennessee fans, just in general.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got your baseball coach leaving for the pros, a tough football game, and then your AD stirring up NIL controversies and press conferences. Mm-hmm. Someone said that we gave baseball this over women's basketball. Then a reporter in the back, who said that? Well, it was a report.
Yeah. Danny White did not look very good
No.
During that whole exchange, and I think he tried to stay way too tight-lipped on Tony B.
Yeah.
He was trying to squash it.
Right.
Hey, best of luck to him. I mean, clearly it's your dream job if you're going to take a pay cut to go. I mean, you've built one of the best programs in America in the college level. So I did read where Todd Helton's is in on the committee search, and going to invest money to find his replacement. So, they've got the money, and I'm sure they'll go out and find the best candidate for it. But it's been a rough week if you're a diehard ball fan.
Yeah. And this is so unprecedented. It's the first ever time that a sitting college baseball coach has taken a Major League Baseball, not just like a supervisor of hitting or the pitching coach. Like, he is the manager.
He's the guy.
It's the first time this has ever happened, and it is quite the precedent that they're setting. But if you're going to pick one college baseball coach in America that anyone in the major leagues would want, Tony Vitello is probably the guy.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work out in about 2 or 3 years, he'll be back at whatever program he decides he wants to coach at collegiate level.
When did I say that? Well,
probably LSU when their coach decides to quit.
Or maybe Arkansas, just to piss on Dave Van Horn's grave at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can understand ball fans' frustration. You think you have this good thing going, and this comes out of nowhere. It's not like this happened in the summer.
Yeah, it's not like he's leaving you for one of your rivals. I mean, it's just kind of literally out of left field, no pun intended.
Yeah.
So that's what just tells you it's got to be his dream to go do.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why you give up where you are.
Yeah.
And what you've got going for you.
And I've seen that, and I've heard that a lot. Yeah, why would he give up? He has the greatest fans, the greatest job in all of college baseball. It's because it's Major League Baseball.
Mm-hmm. It's the show.
It's the show, and you want to prove that you can coach at the show.
Mm-hmm.
At least you want to have an opportunity at some point in your career to prove you can get it done at the highest level. Tony V's now gets that opportunity.
Yeah, and I wonder how much of his staff from Knoxville he's going to take with him, or if he's going to try to get MLB staffers,
Right.
which probably will be the route he'll go.
Right, because some of those current staffers are trying to get his
The
own
job, yeah.
there. But let's get into the football game, and Clint, just your initial thoughts there on what happened at Tuscaloosa on Saturday night.
We weren't ready to play another big-time road game.
Yeah.
I knew it from the first series when Tennessee had the football. My whole thing was Heupel's got to play aggressive. Heupel's got to coach like he did his first 3 years.
Right.
And we had a 4th and 1 on our first drive. I get it. It was in Alabama territory.
Yeah.
But if we can't get 1 yard, you're not going to beat Alabama in Tuscaloosa.
Right.
And we punted.
Yeah.
And our defense is so freaking suspect. Give up 3 scoring drives of 90-plus yards.
Man.
I mean, you just can't get off the field.
Because you think of how much clock that eats up.
And again, I mean, that game's closer than the score indicated because you have a 14-point swing right before half.
Right.
You think you're going to be down 2 going into halftime? Well, no, you're down 16.
Yeah.
So, it's Heupel's. He's not on the hot seat by any means, but at some point, we've got to look like a better road team than what we do. Now, he's got the greatest gift in the world going for him.
Yeah.
If he can go beat Stoops, which everybody else can. Now, Texas, it took all they had.
Yeah.
But Texas is not very good to me. But if you can do that, now Florida's done exactly what I wanted Florida to do. They fired their coach.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole thing should be blown up
Right.
in 3 weeks by the time we go there.
Yeah,
Their best players are probably going to be setting out or looking where they're going to go next.
I think the whole UCLA thing is an anomaly right now because everyone else, Virginia Tech had 1 good week after they fired their coach, and that was it. And everyone else who has fired a coach has lost the very next week.
Yes.
UCLA is just, they have the right people. They just need the right guy.
But I do want to, listen, I'm not one to make excuses. Alabama did what they needed to do to win a football game.
Right.
They ran the ball, not good, but they ran the ball when they needed to pick up key first downs. And Ty Simpson, he picked Tennessee apart. Now, I'm not going to throw him on top of the Heisman list like a lot of people have because everybody's thrown against Tennessee. Like if we don't get a sack, it's just open field, right. But they did what they're supposed to do. And Tennessee, even in that second half, go down and score, force a turnover.
You're sitting pretty.
Alabama just does what they're supposed to do, a 99-yard drive.
Right.
And scores and just takes the wind out of your sails. So Tennessee just could never catch up. And you got to credit Alabama. You got to credit their coach. I think Dusty's even more on his bandwagon now.
Yeah.
And you just sit here and you look at Florida State and you go, how the hell did Alabama lose to them in week 1?
I mean, it was a wake-up call.
Yes, I guess. It was a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Just say, all right, we're good now.
I remember the first year of the playoff. I was in Columbus when Virginia Tech beat Ohio State. Virginia Tech went 6-6 that year.
Right.
That was Ohio State's only loss at home, and after that, they just went on an absolute tear.
Yeah, and another, you got to give Alabama credit for top 15 wins.
Yeah.
Tennessee's ranked 11. Look at those ranked wins they've had in the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Nobody in the country's done that.
Yeah, and go to Georgia and really kind of dominate that game.
Yeah, that. We say that game was closer than the score was. That game wasn't as close as that score was.
Yeah.
Because, Georgia kind of pushed there at the end, scored a touchdown, then used the timeouts to get the ball back. But Alabama was head and shoulders in control of that game at Georgia. So now, Dusty and I talked about it last week, and we'll see what you think. But we said which team can lose this game and still get into the playoffs. I think wholeheartedly it's Tennessee.
Right.
Now, that's granted you got to win out, and I don't think we will. I don't think we'll win out. We'll lose one. Possibly Vanderbilt, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Maybe this week. Who knows?
Yeah.
Morale may be real low. You never know with college kids, but if Tennessee's 10-2 and their 2 losses are against the 4-ranked team and the 5-ranked team right now, I don't know how you're not the first 10-2 team that doesn't get in.
Yeah, because Oklahoma, they win this week against Ole Miss. They're going to be top 10.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Not Ole Miss. You're talking about if Oklahoma beats Ole Miss. Yeah,
and you beat Oklahoma, and you still, because the ranked teams left on your schedule are Oklahoma and Vandy. If Oklahoma beats Ole Miss at home, more than likely they're top 10. Vandy's going to be top 10 by the time. I know they got really tough games against Missouri and Texas, but both are winnable. Both of those teams are suspect.
I'd be more worried about Missouri than I would Texas.
Absolutely. Missouri's at home and Texas is on the road. And no matter where you get Texas, they're going to struggle no matter what. You beat both of those teams and you're sitting at 10-2, and your only 2 losses are to 2 teams who are probably in the playoff, and the 2 teams probably playing
in Atlanta,
playing in the SEC championship game. And you got some really good wins there kind of sprinkled throughout. I don't know how you don't put them in.
The only common opponent Alabama and Tennessee have the rest of the way is Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And then Georgia, I'm looking at their schedule, and do they have Texas left?
Let me look it up.
They played them last year I think they've still got Texas, but I think that one. I think the Texas game is by far the only tough game Georgia has left.
I know Georgia's off this week.
They got the cocktail party. They've got Auburn. I think they've got a cupcake, and I'm pretty sure it's Texas.
They have got Florida, at Mississippi State, home versus Texas, home versus Charlotte, and that Georgia Tech game, who's sitting at 7th.
Georgia Tech, not Auburn. They've already played Auburn.
Yeah, they got that Georgia Tech game.
So that's a
Georgia
sleeper
Tech,
game.
Yeah,
but do you not like Georgia in all those?
Every single one of them. I mean, Mississippi State might be tough because they actually got Texas next, and they could upset Texas there. Charlotte sucks. You'll beat them. But
I'll be honest. Out of that schedule, the main one I'd be worried about if I'm Georgia is Georgia Tech.
Right.
I really would.
Haynes King. I mean, he's getting some highs.
So to me, even if Vanderbilt and Oklahoma fall off before and aren't even ranked by the time Tennessee plays them, I still feel like if you win out, you're getting in.
Yeah, and when you look at all of college football right now, the ACC at best is going to get 2. More than likely, whoever the champion is going to get in. Because you're sitting right here at you got 2 3-1 teams, 2 3-0, 1 4-0, but strength of schedule, all of that stuff. Miami's at 1-1. They may be the team. It might be if it's Miami and Georgia Tech, and they're both sitting in the top 10. More than likely, they get in. So that's 2 spots out, which includes an automatic. The Big 12, you could have 2 teams get in because BYU's
Texas Tech and
Texas Tech lost.
But I still think they're going to win the Big. They're going to win the conference.
And if they upset a top 10 BYU by the time they get there, more than likely both of those get in. The Big 10, Indiana, Ohio State, we can safely say if they are the ones playing in the championship game, they're going to get in. Oregon maybe gets in. So what, off the top of your head, that's 7. You have a group of 5, that's 8. And then, that's potential 4 SEC teams that can get in after that. And when you look at if I can find it, I keep going in the wrong direction. You look at the SEC right now, A&M, Bama, Georgia, Ole Miss, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Vandy all in the top 15.
Yeah, and that's what we said. We said Alabama and Georgia probably play in Atlanta. I don't know if Texas A&M. I don't know that their schedule is not good enough for them.
Yeah.
With who they've got left, that anybody in the SEC can beat them.
They're at LSU, and then they're at
LSU can't beat them.
No, they're at Missouri. Then they're home versus South Carolina, home versus Sanford, at Texas.
To me, the only one on that schedule is Missouri.
Right.
That can play with.
Yeah, and they got to go
because they have an offense.
Yeah, they go there.
Texas A&M's offense is lacking, but their defense is legit.
Yeah.
And LSU, I honestly think I could have just as high a completion percentage as Nussmeier right now. They are so one-dimensional offensively. Teams don't even give them respect for them to run the ball. They're just daring them to try to run the ball.
Yeah, and you look, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is almost in a must-win here. because if you lose this game at Oklahoma, this is the rest of your schedule: South Carolina, Citadel, Florida, Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm.
This is a must-win for them because what's their most impressive win right now? LSU, and if LSU loses, that's not that.
LSU's going to lose at least 2 more games.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
And the other thing is, if you lose this game and then Tennessee happens to run the table and beat
2
Oklahoma,
top 10 teams in the process.
Well, beat Oklahoma and you lost to Oklahoma. Well, they got to be higher than you in the finals.
Right. And Vandy's remaining schedule is Missouri, Texas, Auburn, Kentucky, Tennessee. And all the tough games, well, Missouri's at home, but they're at Texas, at Tennessee, Auburn, and Kentucky are at home. Auburn might be without a coach. Shoot, who knows? Kentucky might be without a coach because that's the next to last game of the year.
Well, I think Tennessee fans are throwing in money to keep Stoops. I think they're sending checks to Lexington.
It's just so wide open. Oklahoma's remaining schedule is brutal. Ole Miss, Tennessee, Bama, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Bama, Missouri, LSU, all of them with numbers beside their name.
Yeah,
there's no way they're making it out.
Right,
just 2 losses.
Yeah,
or there's no way that they're winning out.
Right,
whatever. So, yeah, I agree that if it would have been Tennessee that had beaten Alabama, they would have won out. I would have put them in. It's because the strength of schedule is just ridiculous.
I do love. You may were going to bring it up, but who's coaching Penn State next year? Who's coaching Florida?
What do you think?
Well, Notre Dame's Freeman's already turned Florida down. I did read.
Yeah, but he hasn't turned down Penn State.
He has not turned down Penn State.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's been official that Kiffin's turned down Florida yet.
No.
I mean, to me, listen. Yeah. I think Kiffin at Florida is a gravy train for him. I mean, you don't have to leave your backyard to recruit.
No. He can do yoga, all the hot yoga he wants to do.
And look,
just in the sun.
I think Florida is at the point to where they're opening up the checkbook.
Right.
I mean, they're tired of this crap. I mean,
we
got the swamp. Look, whatever it takes, I think they're fixing to pay.
Yeah.
And they're fixing to start opening up, hitting up donors and everything else, start paying players to get there too.
Yeah.
So if you're Tennessee, you've got to win this year because next year, who knows?
And that leaves the Ole Miss job open, and then it looks like Auburn's going to fire Freeze. Maybe, I don't know. That
we said last week
in his pocket right now.
We said last week. Now Missouri beat them straight up, but now I think you got to give Hugh, even though I don't like Hugh Freeze, I think you had to give him a pass because my God, the SEC had to send him apologies 2 weeks in a row, cost him ball games.
You literally took one of my topics away. Did you see that they're suspending that guy for the rest of the year?
Yeah.
I mean, if you
don't think this is clapping, this is how I'm going to start clapping from now on.
Apparently, a ball over the plane is not a touchdown. It's got to go completely over the line.
No, it doesn't. It's the nose, and Auburn got screwed.
Yeah,
because that's 17-0.
Yeah,
going into halftime.
And not saying it's game over, but you put Kirby in that big of a hole.
Yeah.
On the road.
I saw a thing where it says doing the cha-cha slide. It said, "Everybody, clap your hands."
And then Lane mocking him the next week.
Yeah, he said, "Wow, I was just clapping. I wasn't on the
just clapping, puts his arm around the guy, or the SEC shorts every time.
And
they clap.
I can't believe they haven't made Kirby explain that more, or at least fall on that sword yet.
Exactly. Like we all know what you're doing.
You fired the official, which hey, great, but I can't believe he hasn't gotten fined. I can't believe he hasn't had to have a press conference.
A&M just had to pay $50,000 for faking an injury.
He faked a timeout.
I know he faked a timeout
and got away with it.
I know. Like if you're a conspiracy, like we'll get into the NBA bit here in a little bit, but if you're a conspiracy theorist, because I know the guy that normally sits to your left over there is, especially with the NBA, and I mean they had 11 controversial calls in that game, and they missed 9. 9 of them.
That's what I said. I feel like you've got to give Freeze a chance to turn it around because look how many one-score games they've lost this year.
It's like every game.
Yeah.
Every game.
I mean, they're right there, and hell, you take officiating out of 3 of them, and who knows?
Yeah. The Oklahoma game, they beat Baylor by 14, Ball State 42-3, South Alabama 31-15, Oklahoma 7, A&M 6, Georgia 10, and they were up 10-0 at halftime. Then Missouri in double overtime by 6. That's all all 4 of those losses seemingly.
I think you got to at least give him through the Iron Bowl because, hey, it's just like Ohio State, Michigan. If he can pull out all the stops and throw a curveball and beat Alabama, he's there for 2 or 3 more years.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, I mean, the coaching carousel it's going to be wild because Penn State thought they had their guy in Cignetti, and then Indiana ponied up and said, this guy's staying here. Matt Rule hasn't exactly ruled out Penn State, but I don't know if he's fully invested it like they want him to. If you're Florida, if you don't get Kiffin, if you're Penn State, you don't get Rule. Who do you go? Where do you go?
Well, listen, what's Brandon? Is it Brandon? He works with Barstool Sports.
Walker, yeah.
I loved what he said. He said, well, listen, if I'm Penn State, the first 3 calls I'm making are to Nick Saban. And then when he turns me down, I'm going to call him again. And then when he turns me down again, I'm going to call him one more time.
Yeah, just to make sure.
And tell him how much money we're going to give him to come out of retirement. And he said, then if that doesn't work, well, then I've got a list of other candidates. Yeah. I don't know if you could. I think the biggest, everybody keeps talking about saving all these jobs. That I don't know that you could talk his wife into letting him move out of Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
I just don't.
And they grew up in north central West Virginia.
Well, I tell you, Alex Golish is going to be a candidate for a big job. Now, if Florida, Penn State can't get who they want, that's my first phone call.
Right.
Now, I'm a little biased because he was offense coordinator at Tennessee, but I saw the things he did, and I saw what he's done this year and even last year at South Florida.
They're scoring 60 points a game. Right?
Well, look how many teams they beat.
Looked really good in the process of doing it. I mean,
hell, they're ranked.
Yeah. I mean, if you think, Arkansas technically has a job open, I don't.
That's Petrino's.
That's Petrino's.
You don't let him fire the whole defensive staff if that's not his job. Is my take on that.
Right. Could he, if Kiffin does take Florida, does he take Ole Miss, or does he kind of go out of the box and take the Oklahoma State job?
You talking about Golish?
Yeah.
If I was Golish, I would want that SEC job.
Yeah.
But him being offensive mind and going to Big 12, he may score 100 points a game.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Especially there, and they've got a lot of money in Stillwater.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of people get some opportunities. It wouldn't shock me. It's not going to shock me if you don't see what's his name at Texas Tech.
Oh, what is that guy's name?
Anyways, you're not going to if you don't see his name in some of these bigger job interviews and stuff too.
Because he raised a ton of money.
Yes.
Like, we're talking SEC level money at Texas Tech, and there.
Yeah.
It certainly shows on the field.
But honestly, I'm just praying that somebody will take a chance on Gruden.
Yeah.
So he can come just destroy the program, and them saying, yeah, let's don't everybody get excited anymore whenever something comes open and everybody's wanting Gruden.
Yeah. Pull a Belichick.
Yeah. Just,
date some 25-year-old.
Listen, I've never really understood it because Tennessee fans used to be the worst out of all them coaching hires we had. We wanted Gruden so bad. We wanted. I'm thinking the only place he was ever successful was when he took over Tony Dungy's team.
Right.
That was loaded.
Yeah.
And then what did he do after that Super Bowl? Nothing.
I think he made the playoffs twice in the last 7 years, and they were all first-round exits. Yeah, he's a really good broadcaster.
Mm-hmm.
But you remember his second stint with the Raiders?
Yeah.
And how much of a disaster that was?
Yeah, and I mean, he said some pretty controversial things too. That I don't know in today's time.
Especially there in Knoxville. They're a little bit more liberal in Knoxville than what they are the rest of the state.
Well, listen, I mean, you show me a college football team that's not loaded with black football players. I mean, I'll show you some, but they're not any good.
They're at the Division III level in the conference I played in.
Maybe at Yale.
Harvard, Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Well, Clint, let's get into this crazy NBA. How much have you read about this whole thing?
Nothing.
You don't know anything about it?
Maybe, I don't know.
Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups. Miami Heat.
I heard the report on the news today, and it's basically probably what you're going over.
Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier and former Cleveland Cavalier player and assistant coach Damon Jones been arrested as part of a wide-ranging investigation relating to illegal sports betting, rigged poker games backed by the mafia. Announced by Thursday, both of them were arrested along with 34 other people, and it covered 11 states and involving tens of millions of dollars. FBI Director Kash Patel said the fraud is mind-boggling. Both of them were arrested after games. The investigation went from March 23 to March of 2024. The defendants had access to private information known by NBA players and NBA coaches that would likely affect the outcome of games or players' performances, provided that the information to other co-conspirators in exchange for either a flat fee or a share of the betting profits, according to the indictment. Billups, who was arrested in Oregon, is charged in a separate indictment alleging a wide-ranging scheme to rig underground poker games that were backed by mafia families, authorities said. The defendants are accused of using technology to steal millions of from victims.
See the next card up in a blackjack table, or oh my gosh.
Billups was not named in the sports betting indictment. The description of a co-conspirator who allegedly told a bettor that a number of Trail Blazers players would miss a March 2023 game had a playing and coaching career that matches Billups. I'm trying to find the one charge against Rozier. Here, that's before a March 23rd, 2023 game against the Pelicans. Rozier, who then played for the Hornets, told one of the guys charged, a childhood friend, that he would remove himself from the game in the first quarter due to a supposed injury, according to the indictment. That man allegedly sold the information to two bettors who made over $100,000.
You got to go.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if that's the case, that's worse than anything Pete Rose ever did.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole Untold. Have you watched the Untold on the referee?
Yeah.
That
a lot of inaccuracies. But
but I mean, look now. On the gambling side and the mob and all that stuff, I don't really know. I don't understand how you can't watch any sporting event. You can't scroll your phone twice without getting a BetMGM or a sports book.
Right.
So I don't know why me and you putting on a card game would be illegal.
Right. But here's what was charged. In the poker case, Billups and Jones are accused of using celebrity to lure people into playing poker games that were rigged by the mafia. Organizers allegedly used sophisticated cheating technologies, including shuffling machines that could read cards in the deck, poker chip trays with hidden cameras, special contact lenses and glasses that could read pre-marked cards, and an X-ray table that could read cards face down on the table.
See, to me, that tells me they're not actually getting in trouble for gambling. Yeah. They're getting in trouble for screwing people over.
They're charged with wire fraud. They're both charged with wire fraud. Since April 2019, the victims in this scheme have lost at least $7 million in the rigged poker games, according to the indictment, with one victim alone losing $1.8 million.
Well, listen, at one point, you kind of feel bad for those people losing money, but after I've lost that first $1 million, I ain't losing another $6 million.
Exactly. And how does word not get around? Like, hey, dude, Chauncey Billups is there. Do not go.
Yeah.
You're going to lose every penny you walk in with that.
Yeah. I keep holding on 20 and I keep getting 21. I don't know what's going on here. Hell, I'm not going back. Something's up.
That guy keeps wearing those glasses. He keeps blinking weirdly like this.
Somehow there's 6 10s on the table. What's going on here? Listen, don't get me wrong. It's terrible that you're getting screwed, especially out of that much money, but you got to take a little bit of blame on showing up.
Here's a strange thing going back to it's prop bets, it's the prop bets, which Rozier had taken advantage of. And apparently some of the information he gave out, or someone gave out, that LeBron was not going to play in a game in Milwaukee. Like LeBron, they made it let know LeBron had nothing to do with this, but someone with inside information said he wasn't going to play. People won a lot of money off of that. So that's all player bets and player props. And the way that works is someone puts an odd amount of money on a game over something very specific, and it comes true. That gets flagged by the sports books. and they made a lot of money off of that, got flagged by the sports books. That, from the sports books, gets taken to the league, and that specific March 23rd, 2023 incident, the league cleared Rozier of wrongdoing, and now this is one of the incidents charged in the FBI indictment where a guy is going to go to jail more than likely for a very long time, which that just light bulbs going everywhere.
That shows how hot at the top does it go.
Right. Makes you think.
He got cleared, just like, don't look over there. It's fine.
I mean,
and the DOJ gets involved, and you're like, no. Well, hold on now.
And then you think about, there's the closer for the Indians. His career more than likely is done. Off, first pitch in the inning, player props. If you throw a strike or a ball, and he's like spiking every single one of them in the dirt. I mean, Silver. You add this. You add the Clippers thing that they got with circumventing the salary cap. This is right at the start of the season. It doesn't really seem like Adam Silver and his guys are really doing much to curtail any of this or making fans or media, people like us, any easier about watching this product.
No, well, I mean, I said it. I don't have any interest in going to watch an NBA game live anyways. But I'm sure not going to take the chance to maybe watch Steph toward the end of his run, LeBron toward the end of his run, and go to Memphis and buy a ticket. And hell, them not even show up.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just not. I did get an update from Will. Summertown did win in 3 sets.
Awesome.
Took home 3rd place. Millie Emerson and Annalie Kelly, spectacular careers and will be greatly missed. So those two, just the 2 seniors though. So
wow. Yeah.
Look out.
They had just 1 senior a year ago, 2 this year. Future is bright. Not that we should be shocked by that. Over there, they don't rebuild, Clint. They just reload over and over. And that middle school team that just went to the state tournament, Loretto had one a year ago. Lawrence County's. I mean, it's going to be something special. Do you want to talk at all about the Titans, or do you want to just
No, there's nothing to talk about. Listen, I'm just excited to get that new stadium. They better sell a hell of a lot of concert tickets because nobody's going to be buying football tickets for the next few years. Maybe we'll get to watch a WrestleMania in there at some point if we can compete with that Saudi money.
I mean, it's going to be in where did they play the World Cup? Qatar. It's going to be in Qatar before it makes the national.
It's true.
Yeah,
maybe we'll get a Royal Rumble or something.
We'll get a Money in the Bank. Elimination chamber.
Crown Jewel Nashville.
Or just like one of the random ones like what is it? We partner with NASCAR. It's racetrack wrestling.
Yeah.
At the new Titans Stadium.
Nashville-a-palooza.
Speaking of wrestling, Clint and I will discuss that and get on to our rants. We return here on X Sports Live, brought to you by CMB Linen.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
A Moment in Real Estate with my dad, Jeff Luke.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time, and nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
All right, back in X Sports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen. AJ Good here with Clint Brazier. Clint, it's time to get into wrestling, and I don't know what to think about current direction right now. The product, Seth Rollins out with an injury, and we're getting CM Punk and Jey Uso for Saturday night's main event.
Well, again, I feel like I could be a heck of a rider. Instead of the Bronze turning on him, why didn't they just set it up for him to give Breakker the title, and then when he got ready to come back, Breakker not want to give it up, and then because either way it's going to lead to a feud, but I feel like that's a better story than.
I agree.
But I'm hoping. There's sometimes that WWE will listen to fans after that 20-man battle royal that me and you both know LA Knight should have won.
Yes.
I got on all the cards, and I put my 2 cents on all of Facebook pages and Instagram and X pages, and about every other comment should have been LA Knight. So I'm hoping
you read the same. I mean, that's all I was doom scrolling all Monday night. Literally, even like some of his biggest critics were like, that should have been LA Knight.
I mean, when's he get his time?
It might not be ever at this point. Like when I watched it, and it's taken me a little bit to come back and watch because it's the same stuff over and over again. Some of these storylines, I'm just so tired. of some of these storylines. I'm thinking, okay, Battle Royal, no bronze. Like Jay and Jay.
That was my thing. Why would you not put one of them in it?
I know. Like,
why don't they get a shot at it?
I know. Like,
they win every week.
In my mind, I'm thinking Jay and Jimmy are going to find a way to knock, one's going to eliminate the other, then the other's going to screw the other, which is going to allow LA Knight to win.
Which you thought was going to happen.
Yeah. He wasn't even in the ring at the very freaking end. Dominic Mysterio. When's the last time that dude wrestled?
Yeah, I don't know. But, everything I'm reading is they don't want Punk and Knight in Saturday night's main event. That eventually this is going to lead to something between the Uso brothers. Punk's going to win the title, and that Knight's going to be his longtime opponent for a storyline to finish somewhere.
Punk literally tells him on the ring, "I hope it's you. I hope it's you."
So I don't know. And then you've got the whole SmackDown world. I don't get SmackDown anymore because we got rid of one account that had it live, and I don't have any streaming service that has it, so I have to just go back and. But basically, it's Randy Orton, Cody, and McIntyre, and that's it.
That's it. A bunch of not even mid-carders, below the mid-card stuff. It's just not.
Yeah,
not good.
You've got the You've got the tribal, what's the Usos brother, the bloodline. They're coming out trying to paint their face like Sting. They look like Sting if he just started eating all the time.
By the way, did you see Sting made another appearance?
Yeah, I'm digging the white hair and the white Fu Manchu.
I was going to ask you, I'm like, man, he's with the face paint on, though. He still looks like Sting, but his hair is hair's showing.
Listen, I think that hair's just got so thin from years of dyeing it.
Yeah.
That he's just like, nope, what little I got left, we're not putting any more chemicals in this. We're going all natural.
Let it go.
Yeah, I'm in my 60s. Hell, you know.
Put the black shirt
down
the middle.
That's it. I can do it with a marker. I ain't worried about that. But I like it. I love that Sting's still able to give back because he's not doing that for a payday. No. He's doing it because he loved the business. And AEW, we can sit here and critique it all we want, but they were good to Sting.
Very good to Sting.
They let him go out how he wanted to. They made him a primetime player, and Triple H. You know, you as far as I'm concerned, you should always be ashamed for how you treated that man when he finally decided to come to your company.
And they buried him.
Yeah,
that match, that wrestle. I watched it maybe a couple months ago. I watched it, and the whole time I'm going, "This you didn't need this here. You didn't need that there. Like you didn't no interference. Like just do if you want to bring out sledgehammers and baseball bats, just do a hardcore match or do an I Quit match or something like that. You didn't need the NWO, who by the way Sting fought for how many weeks?
If you were going to bring somebody else, you bring out Flair.
Yes,
you bring about you bring out the dog-faced gremlin. You know, I don't know who's in contract with what at that time. Right. You bring out Booker T.
Yeah.
You know, you could get him, but you don't bring out the NWO. But anyways, that's ancient history.
Yeah.
You know, my thing with WWE is, and maybe they are, I don't know, but we've got to figure out who's part-timer and who's not.
Exactly.
Roman, are you in or you out?
Yeah.
Brock, are you in or you out?
Yeah.
Because you can build a hell of a storyline around them. And they could do somebody some really good favors. I think Roman has. I think he's made Bronson Reed a monster.
Look pretty good.
But if we are transitioning to younger talent to carry the belts and stuff, there's nobody better than Brock Lesnar doing the favors for a LA Knight or even a Jey Uso or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm sick of, well, all right, well, this is what we have to watch all week. We got a pay-per-view coming.
Yeah.
Now, Cena's that. Now, I'm not talking about Cena.
No, yeah.
He's on a retirement run.
Which he's disappeared the last couple
But I don't want to
weeks.
sit here and watch this and get so pissed off and frustrated that my guy can't get a shot at it, and I'm watching the storyline develop. Then all of a sudden, Brock Lesnar comes out of nowhere and says, well, he'll be fighting for the title. I'm like, what?
Like, yes. Like, and then it's like, oh, crap, we have this guy. Just throw him out there.
Yeah.
You know, Saturday night's main events in 2 weeks. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he's not going to win anyway. So, you know, or the match with Cena was a squash match. Like, I'm with you. Like, you have Knight and Punk, you have the opportunity to have a really good long build, very McIntyre Punk-ish, which that whole thing was great. Like, it was must-watch TV every week. You can do that with Punk and LA Knight. Like, you know, Punk's gotten the better of him on the mic the last couple of times. Now it's time for Knight to get him on the mic.
If I'm a writer, whatever, it's not Saturday Night Main Event this week. It's next week, right?
Yeah.
This Monday night, I'm bringing LA Knight out there, and I'm letting him kill 4 people.
Yeah.
And then I'm having him just walk out without saying a word.
Go through the crowd.
And then he don't come back for about 3 months.
Yeah.
So when he comes back, it's going to be hot, and that's my push.
Yeah. You know, like someone sitting up there.
It's like, I'm tired of this crap.
It's right after a championship win, and he just walks in and like, you guys thought this? You thought you're going to do it without me?
That's how I'm writing. Yeah. I think that's the only way you can bring him, turn him into something, because I just feel like you just keep destroying him every week, and his credibility is just going down and down.
It's
and
either the Bronze or the Usos. Like he's getting super kicked, or some sucker punch from Punk or somebody every week. He needs to, like you said, he just like right after Saturday night's main event, that following Raw, pull an old school Stone Cold. Whoever's in the ring, he's going to come in
there with a chair and clean house.
Leaves out the ring. Main event. Whoever's up there, I don't care if it's like the super big card at the bottom.
Yeah, yeah. The only thing I might let him say is he grab a microphone and say, "You take this championship, shove it up your," and I'd walk out. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because that one time when he got Seth from behind and he BFT'd him before Saturday night's main event, he goes in the crowd and that place just went bananas. He's still getting good pops.
Yeah.
Every week. It might be the
but even the in-house crowd now are popping for him, but they know, well, how's he going to get screwed this time?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. How's he going to lose tonight?
But so we're in. It's almost November. The Survivor Series is next month,
and it's going to be War Games.
Yeah, it's going to be War Games. I'm kind of with you. Okay, maybe it's after War Games, and he comes out that following Monday, cleans house, leaves, and then we don't see him until after the Rumble.
Yeah.
And
or he makes an appearance.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere in the Rumble.
In the Rumble, and he's the guy. You haven't heard.
WWE, I'll work cheap. I will work cheap.
And he comes out at like 21 or comes out at like 30.
Yeah.
You know, because he came out 29 last year and he comes out at 30. They hear that music.
Yeah, especially after he's been gone for a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
you don't know if he's injured. You don't know what's going on. Maybe Punk or
as far as he quit, is the way I believe it. He quit. He's sick of the politics around here. Yeah.
He said, "I'm tired of Triple H. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of everyone.
I can't get a shot at a title around here.
I quit." Yeah. Just off, goes throughout the crowd, and then he's number 30 at the Royal Rumble.
Listen to us, WWE. I mean, I'm writing you gold here. Gold.
Every week. But knowing our luck, number 30 be the frickin' Undertaker. He waddles out there. His wife by his side.
Puts 3 people out, and then he gets put out.
Yeah.
Doesn't help anybody.
Maven comes out of nowhere. Retirement.
Yeah.
Pulls down the ropes.
Yeah.
We go old school, literally.
Puts his head through a popcorn machine.
Oh, that's our luck right now because someone paid somebody, and then The Rock comes out of nowhere.
We haven't talked about it either, though, but big kudos to AJ Styles and John Cena. They put on maybe the match of the year.
And there's some people that hated like the spot that I loved it.
Yeah,
that was so much because the crowd just got more and more excited. I got more and more excited every time they tried something new.
If that was Cena versus Cody for a title, you don't need that fan service.
No.
But those are 2 guys that are retiring.
Yeah.
Fan service, they could have done more, and I'd have been happy with it. But I thought Cena did a great job of making AJ Styles look good, even in defeat too. I thought that was very classy of him with the introduction, with the TNA reference and stuff. Yeah. I mean, how could you not love stuff like that? So
Cena's doing a lot of good at the end. I'm still curious of who his final match is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be like a legend match or is it someone he's going to
do the favors for.
Really
shit. I mean, I don't know how you don't. I can't. It's hard for me to imagine that the last time he's going to face Brock, he literally is going to get squashed that bad, though.
Yeah. You can't do another 6-minute squash match.
I feel like they've got to have something else coming.
And they don't have a good history of squat with these retirement matches. The Angle one was god awful with Baron Corbin. The Undertaker didn't really have one, did he?
Well, he had that AJ Styles match during COVID, the farmhouse thing.
That was kind of stupid.
Yeah, they've not been very good sending guys out with who they want to go
Ric
out
Flair's
with.
Was good. Like
with Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, that one was
because he's had like 8.
That one. The WWE version was good.
I got you.
The WWE version was good, but outside of that, there's way too many fails. And
they won't do it. But if I'm them, if I'm Cena, I'm saying this is my last match.
Yeah.
This is where it's going to be, and this is who I want. This is how I want this match to go.
Yeah.
And whatever he tells me, that's the way it's going to be.
And instead, it should have been in Boston. It was supposed to be in Boston, but they're at this point. They're just out. Whoever wants to pay enough money.
2 appearances left,
I believe. 2 PLE special events left. Yeah, so it's even if he does Survivor Series, which we're what 3-4 weeks away. No, about 4 or 5 weeks away from Survivor Series because normally
is it always Thanksgiving weekend?
I think so.
or is it the weekend
that.
before? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you're a month.
Yeah.
From it. That's gonna. I mean, I don't know. They're gonna have to really surprise me to make me get excited for that too, because I don't know who you're gonna team up with each other. Because you're obviously setting up Jay and Jimmy to be opposite each other,
Right.
and Roman's just kind of a
He didn't
instigator
want-
in
he didn't want
between
to see
all
him
of
till
it.
Christmas.
Yeah, so. I don't know what your teams are going to be, other than the Bronze. Them's the only two I know is going to be on a team in it.
Which I know some people are excited. I like that. Like that was different.
Mhm.
I think they did it too early.
Well, I think they
way
did it
too
just
soon.
like Cena's turn back to good.
Yeah, too early.
And just without any notice. I think they did it just because of an injury.
And I like Braun Breaker as a wrestler, but his promos suck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
Well, he's got to keep Heyman.
yeah, he has to.
He has to keep
Yeah.
Heyman. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. SmackDown tomorrow night, and like I said, I'm gonna give Raw a chance Friday night, and I'm hoping that it leads into something. But I hope you're watching WWE. I've done gave you gold what to do with
We've
LA
given them
Knight.
a lot. Like, I mean, Tony Khan should hire us at least.
Mhm.
Maybe we can get him over 500,000 viewers.
I could.
This next week on Dynamite.
I could just on the women's matches at AEW. Them gals get after it. And they
They
the
try to kill each other.
the women's in AEW work better than the women in WWE.
Yeah. They go at it. They go at it hard. They take risk. I mean, they're not.
I mean, for God's sake, Charlotte Flair's one of the best ones. You see that headbutt into the ropes, nobody
Yes.
touch her. I mean, how's that happen?
It's every week we send each other.
You're the Nature Boy's daughter. You know better than that.
I know. I mean, every week in our group chat, we get like there's a different WWE women's wrestling botch that ends up.
I'm literally waiting on the one like that we laugh at all the time where they're going through the ropes. I'm waiting on something like that some week.
The 1, 2, 3 kid,
Yeah.
one of the Rock and Roll Express.
Rock and Roll Express.
Not just the way, it's the way he went through spread leg, like clear. He didn't even hit it. He just went straight through.
If he was trying to do that, he couldn't have done it.
Oh man, well, Clint, you got a rant for this week?
Nah, I don't guess I do. Nah, I don't. We're ending up college football season. I would like to remind everybody that even our ones that aren't making playoff, you get a lot of high school seniors on our local teams, volleyball, now football-wise and stuff. Make sure if you see these kids out and they're seniors, you congratulate them on a great career and stuff, because it's all coming to an end for a lot of them. College sports is for few and far between, so a lot of these kids, this will be the farthest they go. So pat them on the back and congratulate them.
Absolutely. They should be legends and should be celebrated. And you make it 4 years and you stay with it and you're dedicated, you should be celebrated. Mine's not really a rant. I'm just letting everyone know that if we have the capabilities to show the bands at halftime, we will show the bands.
Me and Will got chewed out.
If we
They're coming after me and Will.
Was this at Loretta?
Yeah.
That we can't open for those who don't know, we can't open the windows at Loretta. That's not a shot at Loretta. We're just speaking the truth that in the press box we can't open the windows. So we're not going to show a band if you can't hear it.
Well, listen, AJ's being very nice about it. Okay,
I'm not going to go Dusty Sherman.
No, don't do that. Definitely don't do that. Don't get onto that trolls level.
I've laughed so hard at that.
But folks got to understand too. I got to have a break. You know, when I've sat there and talked for an hour and a half, I've got to use the restroom or I've got to go somewhere. Will's the same way. Will's been there since 5 o'clock setting crap up. And we have to pay sponsors. Our sponsors are paying for this stuff. And Will, I can't speak for you or Michael, but I know Will tries to show a little bit of everybody. And I probably shouldn't have said it, but I had somebody comment and said, well, where's Loretta's band? I said, they're out there. I only got like 6. You just can't see them. That's on me. Hand up. I'm going to raise the hand on that one. That was low blow. But we'll show them when we can. But it's also one of those things. We'll give you a refund. You can come buy a ticket and watch them live.
And there was one game. I want to say it was the Giles County game. Like here we are, rivalry. Epic rivalry.
Where's the band?
Where's the band? It's the second quarter, doofus. That's why there's not the band. Look at the clock. It says look at the scoreboard. It says second quarter. There's the football teams are on the field. Like, the band will get there when they get there.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, the Summertown band, they're just so new, and they've got a new band director, and they still haven't learned that you're not supposed to play during the game yet. So they're out there just going wide open. You know, I'm having to yell out, "Hey, you can't play while we're on offense." I mean, we can't hear anything. So,
but hey, give them. We will try, like, tomorrow night over here at Hendrick Sachs Stadium. We will have the band at halftime. You don't need to ask. If we can make it happen, we will make it happen. If we can only show a 5-minute period, we'll show a 5-minute period. But we will show them. Just if there's at least I can let you know that, hey, the windows don't open, or this is a situation, or they're here but they're not performing at halftime. We will let you know. We will communicate that. You don't need to go ballistic. You don't need to go crazy. We do realize they're people too. We do realize their hard work and dedication. If we can show them, we will show them.
Well, you're being nicer than I am. Just out of protest, me and Will ain't showing the band tomorrow night. You're going to go skip up a rope as far as I'm concerned.
Oh,
nah, even if I did, Will wouldn't do it. Will's too nice of a guy. He'll show it.
So that will do it for X Sports Live, brought to you by CMB Linen. We'll be back hopefully next. Yeah, I don't have to travel across the state next Wednesday, so we'll be back next Wednesday, because next Thursday all of our teams wrap up the regular season.
Yeah, we're definitely not doing X Sports Live next Thursday.
Yeah, with no special there.
I'll be over the other side of Savannah next Thursday.
So for Clint Brazier, I'm AJ Good. We'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.